So, when I tried to start this video, chaos ensued. And then I started again, and more chaos ensued. So, I really need to know how the rest of 2022 is going to go, I think, for you guys. And yes, I did jerk the crap out of this setup because my tripod still isn't here. So, let's see how this is going to go. Much chaos, much rejoicing. We got the mahogany obsidian with the quail and gooseberry. Anticipation. Beautiful. All right, and then we have the sheep and blackberry with devotion. And we got a nice smoky quartz here. I love it because it's like rough and then just cut on this side. Really cool. Then we have the beaver and the birch for home. And then we got tiger's eye. Alright, so pile 1 with the quail and gooseberry, pile 2 with the sheep and blackberry, and then pile 3 with the beaver and birch. 2 of those are berries. Interesting. Alright, go ahead and pick your pile. Dealer's choice. Well, actually, it's not my choice because I'm the dealer. Haha. And then I hope you guys like the video. Alright, let's see how the rest of 2022 is going to go. Welcome to pile number 1, the quail and gooseberry with anticipation and mahogany. I got your tarot here, and I did pull the back of the deck energy. I just put it underneath for each of the tarot decks. And we're just going to start with your main card, the quail and gooseberry with anticipation, and see what's going on, what you're anticipating, right? Interesting enough, the quail and gooseberry is the last card of this deck. It's the last numbered card, which is really interesting to me. So, anticipation. Fresh gooseberries are tempting, but picking them without care and you might hurt yourself. Gooseberry bushes are loaded with thorns meant to protect the delicate fruit within. Similarly, the quail anticipates danger by hiding among low-growing vegetation. From its obscure perch, it keeps careful watch, monitoring for predators. The event or outcomes you've anticipated is about to occur. Take advantage of your foreknowledge, preparing for what's to come. So you guys have been preparing for something. Quite interestingly, I love the blues in this card too. We have like a royal blue with the peacock, with the, sorry, the quail. Ha ha, ha ha ha. And it's perched. It's like just waiting for something. Let's get into your tarot first. Distracted. So I feel like it's more like that. So we got La Llorona. The 5 of coins in this deck, it's the Divine Tarot, is based off of La Llorona. She was so jealous of her new husband's wife that she drowned her children in the lake. And just like regret, hatred, rage, anger. And then this is the back of the deck energy, so I feel like it's supposed to be last or overall, right? Then I feel like you just like with the 3 of coins, you're getting like a new lease, like these things that were haunting you before, you're starting to let go. You're starting to enjoy life again. And you're being clever about it, you know? If it's a person or something, you're being very clever about it. And then we have the Nine of Cups, which the story for that one is very interesting. It's about a prince that it's from 1001 Nights story, right? And it's about a prince, I forget his name, that falls in love with this princess, but she refuses to marry, so she won't marry him. And she says if he comes to try to propose, or a delegation does, she's going to have the whole delegation killed. So he disguises as a merchant, goes to her land, and pretends to be a merchant, and then eventually he gets accepted into the palace because he sells like this beautiful fabric for her. And he hears about this dream of this that she had as a prophecy, saying that her husband would betray her, right, about two birds. So he did a painting in a different way to make her think of her dream in a different way. Met her, snuck into the palace, pretended to be a woman, and they spent a couple months there until their fathers found out and made them marry, right? It is a really cute story. But there's a certain amount of cleverness to both of these cards that I'm seeing. So, whatever's happening, you're going to be just fine. This is the Nine of Cups is like the wish card too. Dreams fulfilled, um, your wish coming true. Like whatever you were in anticipation to, you were anticipating something. So I feel like it's happening and it's coming to the forefront. And then the Three of Coins represents learning from something. Studying, growth, success, recognition. So there's something you were anticipating that you've been studying, right? And you're learning from it. And then you're getting, after you study it enough, you're going to get the Nine of Cups. And it's coming to realization this half of the year. I feel like you learned a hard lesson in the beginning of the year, or a betrayal of some sort, and you've let go of those like lower frequency emotions. And then you started to study up, learn from people around you, use that cleverness, and then this is the start of the next half of the year. You're getting the Nine of Cups, the King of Swords, which is also about intelligence and studying. It's the highest you can get in that because it's the King of Swords. And then you have the Queen of Coins. So I feel like it's kind of business related. You have two coins and you had to study for it, but your wishes are paying off, your hard work is paying off, and you're gonna be just fine. The Nine of Cups is also can in this deck a very romantic card, so we'll see if there's anything with that in your oracles. Basically, we'll see if there's anything in your oracles with that. So the King of Swords is represents wisdom enhanced by power. The griffin is a noble and intelligent creature soaring over the land and sea, a symbol of patience, perseverance, and judgment. Authority, structure, logic, self-discipline, loyalty. And then we have the Queen of Coins, right? The Queen of Coins is an eager mother ready to bring new life. The world blesses her many children. She's always moving, loving, and ever practical. She teaches her children how to help themselves. If you're not a mother, or you don't have children of your own, you could be teaching. You could be like you learned some lessons this year, and you learned how to teach that to others. So it could be something like you're going to use what you learned this year to teach people. A healer, luxury, being grounded, practical, and movement. So maybe get out and move around more. I don't like to exercise either. So, like, just take walks. Maybe you're stuck in a funk. You need to take walks. Walking and showers and stuff can help you really think. Maybe swimming, if you're able to. Here's some of your oracles. There's 4 of these ones. So you got the most, pile 1, of these love cards. With the Nine of Cups, it's very interesting. Make an effort. I feel like this is more towards, like, you're at this stage where you're still studying and learning, so make an effort for that. But also make an effort in your relationships around you, too. Cherish the ones you have. Like, don't get too deep into this. Where you block out the rest of your life, right? Because great love and relationships are worth taking the steps. you're guided to take. So don't ignore the rest of your life, like the rest of the aspects of your life for this. Take breaks because you can burn out really easily if you don't. Forgiving and learning. Release this past, right? Forgiveness is for yourself. It's not for the other person. It's so you can move on. Else you're gonna hang on to it. Like, if the other person doesn't forgive you, that's fine. They're gonna hold on to it, right? But you should forgive and release it so it doesn't hold you back. Maybe you need to go out to a bar or something and flirt a little. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. So maybe you found a way to teach in an unconventional way too. On top of this, that's light. It makes learning fun, right? Whatever it is. Trust. Trust yourself. I feel like this is calling me to say trust yourself. And you'll get through this situation just fine. Also trust that the universe has your back in this. If you have a partner, maybe trust them to help you out with this. Maybe go out on dates, flirt with them. You know? Make an effort, right? Don't let this consume you, because it may affect your relationship if you do. All right. And then we have Solitude and Aquarius. Don't get stuck in this studying. Go out. I feel like being social with people is going to be a big part of this for some reason. So don't get stuck in your solitude. Don't get trapped. Don't stay stagnant. Aquarius is an air sign, so it's all about moving, taking flight, going with the flow a little bit. Water is more of the flow, but you know what I mean. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Right? And I hope everything works out for you. I'm just going to read you a little poem about the solitude in the Aquarius because this deck comes with poems for them. So I want to find those. Here's Solitude. Also, don't overextend yourself with studying this and working on this and going out and take some me time too. Like an hour a day. Take some me time. Take a hot bath. Relax. Do something you love and enjoy. Maybe go out and exercise. Swim. Just take an hour to get that peace of mind. Don't worry about everything. Right? For solitude. When we are alone, we can find peace. Look inside yourself for answers. Changes are coming. These changes may happen faster than you're ready for. And then the poem is a farce of winter's breath, an intangible brush with death. Caution favors the bold, lest the body begin to grow cold. I always think it's old, but it's cold. So yeah, I think movement's going to be important because this is a jackalope, which is a fantasy rabbit with antlers, right? So I think you should do something where you move more. It doesn't have to be every day, but get some movement. That really helps with being in a funk too. Scientifically proven. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Aquarius. The time to be progressive is now. Make positive choices that will lead to positive changes. If you want something, you will have to get it yourself. You are a rebel at heart, free-spirited and eccentric. Lilies blow for the swan. Its light warmer than the sun. Ephemeral and aloof in presence, it falls prey to its own maleficence. So don't hurt yourself. Love yourself. Be careful. Because what you're doing, if you do too much of a good thing, it's a bad thing, right? Thank you, pile number 1. I hope the rest of this year goes great for you, and I hope you enjoyed this reading. Let me know how, in December, let me know how this year went for you. Do an emoji of a rabbit, or do an emoji of a rabbit Let me know how this year went for you, okay? All right. Thank you so much, pile number 1. See you in the next video, hopefully. Pile number 2, welcome to your reading. I have a little surprise for you. I was feeling like one of these piles needed to be... This is an oracle deck I have. It's called Dreams of Gaia Tarot. But it's an oracle deck. So, but it's also a tarot deck in its own way. It can be a standalone, its own deck. And I felt like one of these piles needed to be it. And guess what? You're it. So, you have the sheep and the blackberry with devotion. And you have the smoky quartz as well. Such beautiful art on these cards. This is the Wild Woodlands. The Woodland Wardens deck, I believe. Let me grab that book to see what it's called. Woodland Wardens? Yes, it is. It's a beautiful deck. I love this. And I love the Dreams of Gaia Tarot as well. So this is the back of the deck. I drew it for each of the tarot decks. And I'm just going to set it right under there. And then we'll know what that's about. Okay? And you got your smoky quartz here. And your blackberry. Alright, and then there's some oracles right here. Let's get into it. You have the 4 of water. This card always reminds me of Narcissus. Okay? If you know the story about Narcissus and Echo, he was in love with his reflection. He was so in love with himself and so confident in himself, and one day he found a river, a clear river, and Echo the nymph was following him because she was kind of obsessed and the first stalker. And he looked in the river and saw his reflection, and then eventually wasted away and died because he couldn't look away. So maybe try not to get too full of yourself. These are very similar cards. I'm going to put them right next to each other. They're beautiful, though. And then we have the 6 of fire. Or is that air? I think that's air. Water, air. Pretty sure. We have the crone. And then we have... Maybe it's earth. I haven't used this deck in a while. So this is fire. 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 And then we have water. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If you want to know my birth signs, I guess, so I'm a Sagittarius born, Leo rising, Aries moon, and then I have 4 planets in Scorpio. So, yeah. And then, let's get into your reading. My little fire babies, welcome, welcome. Alright, so for your first card, we have the 4 of water. Let me get it more out of the glare. I'm a work in progress, okay? Confidence, awareness, self-acceptance, forgiving, self-belief, deserving, receptive, consequences. I feel like you have to have more devotion to yourself, because if you don't love yourself, who would, right? If you hate yourself, who's gonna love you? We are the first and the last bastions of our life. We're stuck with ourselves forever. We gotta, if you don't like something about yourself, work on it, improve it. But you should also accept all of the good and all of the bad. It makes you who you are. It makes you an amazing person. We shouldn't be afraid to look in the mirror. See how he has like a scar on half of his face, and then the other half of his face is still beautiful, and he's looking at it and he's still happy, still smiling. Like, scars, my brother just got he was playing basketball, and he has a split open, like right below his eyebrow, his eye, and he's got 8 stitches there. So he's gonna have a scar there, but like we're looking on the positive side, right? We're looking at like I mean, how he's gonna like have a story that he can tell, and he's gonna be like one of those dark and mysterious, handsome, brooding types, kind of in a way, even though he's not like that in person at all. But yeah, so like accept yourself for your flaws and accept yourself, love yourself, accept yourself for your flaws, right? And then this is very important. Love yourself for your merits, the good things about you, but accept yourself for your flaws too. Because you can't take it and leave it. Let go of the ideal of perfection. I think you're too much of a perfectionist. We can't do everything. I have perfectionist issues as well. This is me letting go a little bit because I'm doing videos before I set up everything completely perfect. Okay? Don't judge me. um, you may be making a mistakes are opportunities to learn. And you got this quiet confidence and power about yourself. So just enjoy who you are, right? We don't have to change. We're changing all the time, but we don't have to change like all the time. We don't have to constantly change, right? Sometimes we just gotta love who we are. We're gonna move on to the 6 of fire. Healing, meditation, negotiation, aberration, truce, boundaries, support, diplomacy. I feel like you're getting some results that you needed. See how he's got like a really full cup and it's overflowing, but the overflowing part is like nurturing and healing this like daffodil. Or yeah, daffodil or something. Dandelion? Dandelion. And he's like mediating between two opposing forces, light and dark. And he himself is light and dark. His beard is dark and light, and he's exuding light. So he's like gotten over the darkness in himself. So I feel like this is like you accepting yourself for who you really are. And learning how amazing you are. And mediating, being able to help others with that, but also like mediating the two halves of yourself. Like finding that balance. And anything that's overflowing, like if you're using that overflowingness to like nurture something else. Like you have so much to give, guys. Let's move on to the crone. Feminine power, fearlessness, authenticity, individuality, independence, new purpose, freedom, shadow self. So I feel like you got some shadow work to do still to get to this acceptance level. Like you're going to be constantly mediating between both your light and your shadow self, right? So that never really stops. Shadow work doesn't really stop. I've been doing it my whole life without even realizing it was called shadow work. I just realized this year what it was. And it's just bettering yourself. Okay? And working and accepting the darker part of yourself. Like, it's what makes you uniquely you and beautiful. And the crone is after, like, the father, the mother in it. So she's, like, got this wisdom and this power and this freedom to just, you know those memes on Facebook where they're like, what I really want to do is move out into the woods in a cabin and have a parliament of owls and a library and hot tea, right? It's like having the freedom to do whatever the frick you want and enjoying that and accepting that. It's growing to understand who you are, your true nature, accepting it, being aware of your choices and the consequences they have, not apologizing for who you are. Like, I had this situation happen recently where somebody was lying to me and I just ignored it and pretended I didn't know because I didn't want to get involved with it, right? And they were like supposedly a friend of mine. And they weren't really because they were lying about stupid things that didn't matter. Like, I don't care if you got a raise, dude. Why are you lying about it? Anyways, so like they wanted me to apologize to them for finding out that they were lying and like pretending I didn't know about it because they found out somehow that I knew. And I'm like, Not gonna happen. Why would I do that? First of all, where's my apology? I don't need one. I don't want one. I'm good. I'm kosher. We're just gonna coexist because I can't escape you because you're at a place where I have to go. So I feel like it's being out unapologetic, realizing what you do is wrong, and you don't have to apologize for stuff you didn't do wrong. Right? Coming into your power. Being a bad butt, you know? Maybe your children are leaving the nest too because that raven up there, like looking about to take off. Don't be worried about that. Let them go stretch their wings. They have to grow up just like you did. And you have to just let them go and enjoy this time. You're getting, I know, like having kids for years, like you can kind of lose yourself in it, but go do stuff you really wanted to do while you had kids. I know you had ideas about what you really wanted to do that you couldn't do because you had kids. Go explore that. Go do that. Go enjoy your life. And then when they need you, they'll call. And then you can be like, okay, I'm coming to pick up the pieces. But enjoy it while you can, you know? Let's move on to the hero. I feel like this is like a self-love journey, and it's like if rediscovering yourself this year, right? This end of the half of the year. I feel like there was devotion to yourself too. Devotion to yourself, I feel, is more what's going on here. And learning to love yourself again and take care of yourself and accepting yourself. There's some shadow work that needs to be, I think, done, but you can do it. So we're on to the hero. We're all the heroes of our own story, right? So 12 of fire, the hero. Guardian, protector, savior, activist, honorable, integral, selfless, honest. I feel like this is who you want to be and you're working your way there. But again, don't let the perfectionism, like we can only all do so much. We're humans. We're not like fantasy characters, right? We're all human. We all have our ups and our downs, and that's why people like Game of Thrones so much, is because they were like real people. They all had their ups and their downs. A hero is an ordinary person that does extraordinary acts, and I feel like this might actually be very much who you are, and you don't see it, and you need to work on yourself to accept it and see it. Because you're just so hard on yourself. You just don't see how much you've done for others and how much of a good person you are. Like, see how he's looking at them and mediating the situation? He's not even seeing that he's helping this little plant grow, like creating this miracle. Right? And he's just, I feel like you just don't understand who you are. Try to avoid any gossip. It's an opportunity for redemption, given a second chance. Court others with respect and dignity. Put another's well-being before your own. That's this time. I feel like there's somebody that needs your help and you're mediating the situation, but you don't forget yourself. Don't forget yourself. There might be somebody you're helping right now, but don't forget you too. Right? That's what I feel like this card is saying. We'll go to the next one. That was the back of the deck energy, by the way, this card. So maybe you're spending too much time on others and you need to spend more time on yourself. I feel like that might be it. We're gonna go on to the 11 of fire, masculine, feminine. Passive/aggressive, creation/destruction, action/inaction, masculine/feminine. It's like a balance of the divine masculine, divine feminine, I believe. Put aside gender stereotypes. We can all be, like, you can be a woman taking charge, right? Like, my mother and my parents' relationship is very much the one that takes charge sometimes. She also makes more money. My parents have been married for more than 28 years. So, like, just enjoy, like, except, like, silly. Like, why did we make these stereotypes where women can be, like, the powerhouses? Like, men are in charge right now. How do you think the state of the world's going? Like, for the most part, you know? I don't know. Like, they don't matter. We're all just people, right? It's more the character of the person. Allow energy to ebb and flow. Like, don't, like, you need to get your energy back. If you can't just keep over giving, right? You need to, like, take time for yourself when you need it. I know you really want to help people, but you need to take care of yourself too. Because if you, who's going to take care of you when you fall? Like, if you're the caregiver and you're the one that takes care of everybody, who's going to take care of you? Who's going to pick you up? So don't fall down unless you have somebody who can do that for you. And you'd be surprised how many people just won't. Masculine energy serves to protect. Feminine energy serves to nurture. Are you embracing one more than the other? Because it's like temperance. You need to balance it, right? We're going to move on from this card. It's just, you need to find your balance. I'm feeling like the card's telling you to find your balance because you're giving too much of yourself. And you need to embrace both the hero and the crone. Like, both are kind of opposite cards in a way. The crone's about, like, finding yourself, empowering yourself, not giving a crap about what other people think of you. And the hero is about, like, helping others before yourself in a way. So you need to find that balance, I feel like, what this card is telling you. We have the Nine of Fire, attainment, fruition, inspiration, creation, ease, simplicity, detachment, restrictions. For some reason, I'm getting a feeling needing to be doing something creative, like a hobby or something. Just explore something. Even if you're not a very creative person, do something that you can, like, there's different forms of creativity. There's writing, there's painting, there's drawing, there's perler beads, for example. Look that up. It's really a fun hobby that I did a lot as a kid, but it's like, it's therapeutic because you don't really think about anything. It takes your mind off of it. But do something, spray painting in your backyard, like a work of art or something. Do something creative. I feel like, and you need to be more confident with yourself. Try to give your best every time, but don't exhaust yourself. Maybe you need to simplify your life too. Maybe you need to cut out something. Something's complicating it more than it needs to be. Life is pretty simple, even though we complicate it. Life is pretty simple. We just complicate the crap out of it. We created social structure. We created the government. We created money. We created so many things that just complicates life so much. Life used to be so much more simple. Harder, but simpler, you know? Don't don't try to seek affirmation or praise from others. I feel like you're trying to seek like permission from others. You don't need to do that. Why? They're not living your life. Why do you need permission to do anything from these people? You know what I'm saying? Don't go, like, telling them about this situation because you think you might have handled it wrong, just to see if they think you handled it right or not, if that makes sense. I got this, if you watch The Bachelor, I just got this, The Last Rose, kind of, and he has the last rose. He was chosen. I feel like you're being chosen. You're being accepted wholly for who you are by the universe. I feel like you're gonna be just fine the rest of this year. You just need to figure out that balance and work on empowering yourself. Don't seek acceptance from others. You're an amazing person, pile number 2. Amazing person. Just have some devotion to yourself. We're going to move on to your oracle cards now. I only got 2 of the romance from the angel cards for you guys. It was the least. Retreat. Time to disconnect from the world. Maybe go on a hike in the woods. If you have a redwoods near you, that's beautiful. I go there to, like, decompress when life is really bad for me. And it's so amazing. I think you need to go into nature even if it's with another person, like maybe a cabin or something. But if you can't like afford like a trip, you can't do a trip like for a weekend or something, go just on a hike in the woods or a mountain or a park or something. Go retreat into nature and enjoy a few hours there, an hour or a few, but disconnect. Leave, turn off your phone when you're there. You don't have to leave it in the car in case something bad happens. I don't want anything bad to happen to you, but do turn it off or do not disturb for an hour and just disconnect from everything. If you're in a relationship, or you're thinking about getting into one, I feel like, go ahead, go for it. Give it a chance. I feel like you're thinking about getting into one. And if you're already in one, maybe you're having a fight with your kids or something. But, like, give it a chance. Like, we're young, dumb. Like, like, kids are fighting when they're leaving the nest. They start fighting, like, I feel like they start fighting, and I'm not a therapist, I'm not a psychologist, I don't know this for sure. This is just my opinion from my personal experience. I feel like we start fighting our parents in, like, as a teen to prepare to, like, leave the nest, right? If it was easy all the time, if we all were like, kumbaya, we wouldn't ever leave. You wouldn't want us, you don't want us to leave in general, even when they're being butts, right? You kind of do, but you don't. So, like, if it was easy all the time, we would never leave. And then you wouldn't be able to live, like, the better half of your, like, a better part of your life. Like, I'm not saying having kids isn't the best part of your life. It is. But there's a better half at the end of it where you've succeeded and you can go back to living your own life, right? We have Synergy, and we have Virgo, and we have, oh my god, we have blackberries again in Virgo. Maybe you need to eat some blackberries, like blackberry pie. Go treat yourself to like a dessert or something, like a pie or something. I feel like you need like to treat yourself. I feel like that's what that's saying there. Synergy is about like teamwork makes the dream work. So maybe if you're in a relationship, like you need to trust your partner with more responsibilities because you're taking on too much yourself. Like have them help you. Ask for help. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to ask for help. Have them pick you up every once in a while. You don't have to do it all the time. So the poem for Synergy is a trio of souls scattered in time's bower. The universe to gift them with immense power. For as far as they flew from misery, all paths would lead to each other and a home to be free. And then we have Virgo. Virgo, wake, eat, sleep, leave no time to weep, tired limbs to drag from bed to body bag. So I feel like, yeah, you're overworking yourself. You need to relax. You need to let go. You definitely need to take some me time. You definitely need to retreat. Definitely give your partner, tell them you need help. Tell them you need help right now. You just needed a little bit of extra help and can't. You need them to take on more because you can't do it so much right now. Take some time for you. You are trapped in your routine, you work too much, and you do not have enough time for yourself. This card is a sign that you need to stop and take a moment away from work. Do not become a slave to the capital gain. Call and take one day off, even if it's just one day, or set up a vacation soon, like in the next 2 weeks, because you're overworking yourself, you're overtaxed, and that's not going to be good. That's not going to be good, pile number 2. Don't be a perfectionist. Let other people help you. I feel like you just need a vacation, like a really good vacation. And why we're not made to work like all the time to excess. Like that was a construction made by humans too, right? So treat yourself, go out in nature, enjoy. Don't eat wild blackberries without washing them thoroughly because sometimes they get sprayed with like disinfectants and my not no like to kill bugs, right? And my dad ate some wild blackberries when he was younger and he didn't realize that we were sprayed with like the stuff to kill bugs, right? They had to go pump his stomach because he almost died. So like go treat yourself, but be cautious about eating random crap. And we're not made to work like a dog, like all the time. We're not made for that. Like, we're not made to just go, 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 go. We need to stop and go with the ebbs and flows. All right. This has been your reading pile number 2. You take care of yourself. I love you. Bye-bye, Dubs. Welcome. Pile number 3. You have home with the tiger's eye and the beaver and birch. I feel like when I drew this card and I was seeing it earlier when I was setting up the piles and I was telling you which pile was what, I feel like you might be maybe building your own home or interested in building your own home. And I think that'd be really cool because beavers like to build their own home. Or maybe building a vacation home or something. If you can do that, do that. We have back of the card energy for each of the decks. I'm just going to put this right here. And we'll flip it over later. So how's the rest of 2020 going to go for you guys? We have the 4 of Swords, right? And then we have, all right, you guys picked a very mysterious deck. And this is not a deck I should be probably using until like I figure out which cards correlate to which, because it's kind of confusing. The guidebook doesn't really help too much. It's kind of confusing. So let me just show you. So you have the 4 of Swords. And the 4 of Swords is you need to relax, recoup, contemplate. If you don't, it could be you're gonna wipe yourself out. You just need to relax. Maybe you need to build that home to come back to. Build something for yourself. I feel like the beaver is building a home. So don't stress yourself about it though. Hire an architect if you can. Take your time. You need to recoup right now. You have death. Next, it's cutting strings. Letting go of toxicity. All life is finite. Work now to leave the world a better place than you found it. Whatever our earthly might, from dust we came, and to dust we shall return. Life is to be enjoyed. If there's stuff weighing you down, let it go and enjoy it. See this, in this death card, the star is up here too, which is interesting. And it's kind of like a shooting star. So, better things are going to come eventually. And then you have the Knight of Cups reversed. And you have them reversed. So, unreliable, recklessness. It can indicate fraud and false promises, trickery. Have you noticed somebody around you that they don't understand when and where the truth begins and ends? They'll just you'll be everybody has their own reality, right? But there's an actual reality, and you'll notice them warping that actual reality and they'll be serious about it. They won't understand that this never happened or that never happened, and they'll just keep going with their imagination. I think you need to cut this tie with this person. They're just dragging you down, 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 down. And it's weighing you down. This past year has been really difficult for you. You've been carrying too much, and you're not letting other people help you. You might want to watch pile 2 because they kind of had a similar, they weren't letting other people help them. You need to let somebody help you. Not this person, somebody who actually can. You need to start surrounding yourself with better people. And relax. Load off some of the duty on yourself. Not everything needs to be done right away. Not everything needs to go, right now. We need to just, life is not work. We're here to enjoy it, right? I think you need to find a base to land, to relax, to rest. And I feel like that's what the home is here for. And you have Tiger Eye, which is protection stone. And this Tiger Eye, I don't know if you can tell, is a little beat up, but still beautiful. So I feel like you got a little bit beat up this year, but you're still shining through. You just need to let go of so much stress. This was the back of the energy card, by the way, the 10 of Swords. And then you're going to have the 6 of Wands coming through. So, like, if you let some of this weight, see how there's only 6 now? Like, you need to drop some of this stuff to actually succeed. Like, prioritize, organize. Not everything needs to be done right now. Focus on one task that needs to be done, and then go down the list and take time for you in between. And you have 2 Knights cards in reversed. So you have the 6 of Wands, and it's about public recognition, victory, and success. You've not only managed to properly succeed in your achievements of all your goals, but you also being publicly acknowledged for them and the result that you've managed to attain. But I feel like if you don't cut ties and you don't let go of some of the weight, like, you can get this success, but then I'm going to have to draw clarifiers for this because you also have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And if you're succeeding, why is that Knight of Pentacles? If you're succeeding, why is that Knight of Pentacles in reverse, huh? You're self-discipline, boredom, feeling stuck, perfectionism. Ah! You're probably going to want to click on pile 2 too. You got this success and it's amazing, but you don't even see it. You're rushing on to the next thing. Enjoy your success. You don't need to rush. The Knight of Pentacles is also one of the knights that stays still and doesn't move as fast. He's the slowest of the knights. So you just need to stop. You need to stay still. You need to relax. You need to just enjoy the success. Stop rushing to the next thing. I think you need to, after the success, you need to take time for you. I think you can take time for you. I think you have that opportunity. You'll figure out how, but you need to really take time for yourself, build that base to come back to. Even if you don't build your home, decorate one that you feel comfortable coming back into, right? We're going to pull a clarifier for the Knight of Pentacles because I want to know why. Why the Knight of Pentacles? Spirit doesn't want those cards, we'll leave them there. Why the Knight of Pentacles? This Hierophant is about religion. Even if you're not religious, that's not what I'm getting from this because I'm more spiritual than religious. But religion has moral justice as its foundation, the laws that guide human behavior and spiritual righteousness. Examine your faith, question authority respectfully and with an open mind. I feel like you're falling into the trap of society where you need to go, 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 and you cannot stop. I feel like you're from like New York or something, or California, where it's always go, 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 go. No stopping, no breaking. Next thing, next thing, next thing. You need to rest. You need to stop. You need to question why. Why do you do this? It doesn't give you any joy. It gives you that feeling of accomplishment, but it's way more fleeting than the success of it is way more fleeting, obviously, than the work you put in for it. You need to take a break now. You've done enough. Take some time. I feel like build that base to come back to. Use it. Rest. Enjoy it. Be home more for this next half of a year. You're going to be okay, but you need to cut this tie of overworking yourself. You really need to find that balance, right? You need to find that balance for yourself. We're going to get into your oracle cards. Sagittarius. Okay, so that's my birth sign. And then we got boundless. Taking this break is not going to limit you. You have boundless potential. You have boundless possibilities, energy. But you need to take this break or you're going to hit a boundary. You're just going to crash and burn here. Sagittarius is all about, like, we're the kind of the party animals of the zodiac. We're the fun-loving, go-lucky, and people don't really take us too seriously. And I've read a lot of posts of people online just having problems with Sagittarius for some reason. We say it like it is. We enjoy our life. Oh, and there's the berries again. Yeah, I think you need to watch pile 2 too. There might be a message in there for you. But Sagittarius is about enjoying life. Like playing and jumping around, being freer. Right? And I think you need that right now. You need to just find some joy in your life. I'm going to read the two poems from this deck because this oracle, the Primrose and um, Rose oracle deck, has poems for each of the cards, and that's why I got it. I thought it was really cool. And I like the design of the cards. So for Boundless, new adventures. You experience the world from a new place. New relationships and adventures are coming. Look forward to a new horizon coming your way. Good luck, and the adventure is happening soon. So if you do not take this break and you do not rest, you're going to probably miss this adventure, this opportunity that the universe has in store for you. So I think you need to take a rest and a break to recoup, to have enough energy, and to not miss this next adventure in your life, right? We're going to go to Sagittarius. Oh! All right. You are an adventurous spirit and that craves the unknown. Use this as a sign that you are going down the right path for you. You are following the passion and you are breaking new grounds. Truth seekers, ethics, wanderers, discovery, love travel. I feel like you need to travel to a vacation like home or a vacation spot where you can recoup in nature or something near the water and in nature. I feel like water or trees, something of that sort. Maybe a cabin. And retreat for a week to a month, or if you can't, just a weekend. But I feel like it needs to be at least a week. This like reality breaker from your life. And stop working so much. Stop taking on so much. You don't need to. You're a success. You're amazing. Enjoy life more. And question why you feel you need to work this hard, this much. Why are you doing this? Like, it doesn't give you that, like, the work you're putting in doesn't give you like the amount of joy that it should. Like, if you're working that hard, that much, that long, and you're only getting a spike of success and joy at the end, and yeah, you feel this accomplishment, but it's probably going to go away within like a few days. For Sagittarius is they say honesty is a virtue, yet this is how they lie to you. Virtue is a matter of opinion, and truth is a lost in translation. We're a very honest sign, Sagittarius, and that's why I'm such a blunt person, I feel like. And I don't like sugarcoating it because, like, sometimes you need the tough love and the hard truth because, or else they're not going to get it. They're just going to be like, oh, well, it doesn't have the weight behind it, right? Truth shouldn't be sugarcoated all the time. Like, I get you have to say things nice, but sometimes why are we getting burned at the cross for, like, saying it how it really is, for, like, trying to help you? We're honestly, like, the truth is just well, from my perspective, it's just trying to help you. Right? And see how they're shot through the heart and the flank? Like, we're taking so many bullets for just trying to help. And you just need to stop overworking yourself. You're getting exhausted. You're going to get hunted down and something's going to go out. Like, I think your heart chakra and maybe your root chakra. I feel like you need to work on those too. And then you got, like, take this break, boundless energy coming, wings sprouting, fun. And the poem for Boundless is swift is the fox that dips through the grove, racing the light-feathered wings of a dove. Their laughter escapes on a breeze, joy for life found in the simple things. Yeah. Vacation, guys. You need a break. You need something. You need to connect with your inner child again and enjoy that. All right. I have unrequited love here. Are you in love with someone? And I feel like maybe this could be you're in love with someone and I feel like they're either using you or they don't love you back and they've said it and you're just ignoring that reality. Like, your person's out there. So this year I broke up with my boyfriend of 7 years and I stayed way too long in that relationship. He would not commit to me. He would not help me like I needed. It was bad. So, like, my person's out there and I wasted 7 years of my life on that person, you know? And I can't get those 7 years back. So stop wasting so much of your time on this person. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. I feel like this new adventure coming your way if you take that break and you take that time and you separate from this person, or if this person is different, unrequited love, like you have an unrequited love, separate from that person. Go out and go on a vacation. I want to say, like, fudge around and find out. You need to fudge around and find out right now. You need to stop thinking so much. Enjoy this success. Don't rush it. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Think about what you want out of a relationship, what you want out of your life. Decide on it. Even if it's, like, for me, I'm really attracted to kindness right now because I didn't really get that, right? I'm attracted to kindness, listening. I really want somebody who wants to travel too. So you just need to decide. Decide what you really want, focus on it, manifest it, and get rid of this old flame. All right? Cut those ties. Stay optimistic about your love life. And it'll happen very soon. And look at, they're kind of like in a romantic vacation area. I feel like so if you go on this vacation, keep your eyes and ears open. Enjoy yourself. Even if it's not like, it might be just someone to get over who your unrequited love, right? It might not be a permanent thing, but that might be the catalyst you need to, like, find the person you're meant to be with. Who knows? It could be your person too. But I really feel like, and then the Hierophant is also like committed relationships, long-term committed relationships. So build that home base, build something safe to come home to. You deserve it. You worked so freaking hard, guys. So freaking hard, and it's exhausting. It's exhausting you. And then Tiger's Eye is a good stone of protection. I feel like go get a rose quartz. Go get some rose quartz or some... Yeah, go get yourself some rose quartz. I think that's a stone for you right now. It's about self-love, and it's about familial love too. Go get that, guys. Go do that. Take care of yourself. I really feel for you, pile number 3, because I've been going through like a lot of so exhausting at work too. I've worked myself into the ground, guys. I need to find probably a new place to work. It's just toxic. It's not good anymore. Enjoy your successes. Enjoy it. Slow down. Like, the beaver is a homemaker. The beaver is slow and moseys and enjoys life, right? But they're also a powerhouse. They can take down trees that are so much bigger than them, guys. You got this in the bag. You'll be just fine. Thank you, my doves. Enjoy it. Embrace your inner child a little bit more. You deserve this break. Enjoy it. That's all for pile number 3. Thank you guys so much. I wish you the best for the rest of the year. And I'll see you in the next video. Like, subscribe, do whatever. Bye, guys.